Hello, my fellow YouTubers. This is Roy back again. Let me give you a little look-see here. Got a little brass rod. We're gonna go ahead and I got good tension along this copper wire. I got it in between two tuning forks. They are in the C range. They're both at 512 hertz. And the tension between the two single bars, we're going to go ahead and just tap in this lesson. Let's do that again. Air conditioner stopped. Good. Let's try this again. We're going to put tension and torque on it, and then we're going to listen. Vibration in the wire. Now the other AC kicked on. Oh my. Did you hear that in the back? So that's another thing. I used these on that last video with the high voltage from the flyback out of the DSR. I think it's DSR. Start off with, now they're both free and clear. On there should say something. And on that side, 512C. C. Now I'm going to make this face sideways and this face the other way. Well, yes. Did not transfer over. Let's try it again. Little vibration in there. Still vibrating over here. Let's turn them sideways. All right, let's try an experiment now. We're going to do them both at the same time. And tell me what you hear now. You guys hear that? Let's try it again. You gotta calm them all down. All right, fire in a hole. Now, if you look at what I'm really doing here, is that there's a neutral area and it's a resonant chamber of copper here. And here you have a C and a C, but this C is 512 hertz. This C is 128. So that means that this frequency here is 1/4 of what this is. So there will be a off kilter, sort of like a obelisk or oblique. An oblique, meaning it's not a full circle. If this was the same as that, they're in the C range. But remember, the frequency drops. Very important here. These are 2 C's here. My air conditioning just kicked on. I hear it stepping back. See the air conditioning. Sorry about that, guys. Man, it's vibrating big. Excuse me. Excuse me again. It's humming like crazy. You guys can't hear it. The air conditioning's drowning it out. So, what I realized with the setup here is I'm getting into frequencies and I'm getting into vibrations. And the fact that inside the vibration there is a resonant chamber. Now that chamber is part of an atomic structure, which is called a crystalline structure. And that crystalline structure is what I'm digging deep into right now. And there's 2 parts of it. And there's also, I think, 5 different layouts, we'll call them. 5 different lattices, biases or lattices, if you want to call them. And that's how all atoms form together. And it is really interesting stuff. So into the vibration world, I have learned what nulls stuff out and where waves travel. And I've been showing parts of the water with you guys, but I haven't shown the other parts. Now, this right here is because of the weights on the end. It's almost like hitting a base in a sense. But there's weight there, so there's momentum in between that length, that gap, and that mass that right now is vibrating. I know you can't hear it, but it's vibrating at a base level, not a high, not like this one. Now that one you can hear. See, now we have different ones going. That one's going, this one's going. All right, that one is going because that's the 3rd one going now. And you can hear that. And this one over here is obviously going as well. It's dull though, but that one, or you can hear that. That's a that one. And then this one over here is like hitting the bass, but when you hit that one, it's like more amperage. It is like more kinetic energy is moving, more current, more whatever, however you want to look at it. All of it is more because of the mass. So I wanted to post this video to you guys because Yeah, it's kind of lame in most of it, but it's what I experience, and I just want to show you what you experience as you experiment along. And this is deeper than getting into speakers. This is deeper than getting into sound. This is the backbone, I would call it, of nature itself. Nature itself, the backbone, is the vibratorial lattice that stretches out from within and beyond. And what I could figure so far on my journey with the vibratorial frequencies, it's not so much the frequency that is the important part. It's the fact what material or what said matter are you trying to make by using a set frequency. So what I'm getting at is why frequency don't matter is because there's so many other parts beyond the frequency that in order to uh, put it all together, you have to have the dimensions, the angles, and this is important, very important. And the reason why it's important is because you have to understand it. You have to understand that in atoms themselves, there's going to be a crystalline, crystal body to itself. And that body, what it does, it has 5 different bodies it could run from. And it's kind of shows you the broad range of um, structures that govern the frequencies as either waveguides, or if you want to look at them as um, resonant chambers. Because I think the resonant chamber is more like it, only because it allows a wide, broad spectrum or band of frequencies to range from it. And we're kind of dealing with plasma, and before it's electromagnetic or plasma. In this case, from what the video I just posted, it's electromagnetic into plasma, and then plasma back out electromagnetic. And I showed the light lighting up by touching virtual ground, which was just this piece of metal here. And I used the magnet so the alligator clip would stick. So with that being said, that goes to show you that between matter, which you are realigning the molecules in that matter when you are using energy. And yes, you guys, hope you enjoy. I don't want to get too deep into this because this is layer after layer, and this is the things I just want you to absorb and kind of understand. There's, in order to get to the next layer of energy, you have to have an understanding how it's layered together, sort of like the muscle mass tissue of our body, to where is when you work it, you stretch it, you tear it down, and it builds greater on top of itself. So this is in the same sense as the human body, but going internally into the lattice structure of the energy itself. That means that matter, people, or anything that is solid gas or liquid, that it has bonded itself according to its lattice. And when it's comboed with some other type of element, a combo of elements, its lattice has a node that connects together that allows them to coexist the space. So I want you guys, leave your comments. Hopefully you guys kind of understand that some of the deep experiments that I do, and I'm just showing you, just farting around, meaning like showing you some scratch surface stuff, but these experiments go deeper in behind the scenes, because there's so many different what ifs, and I take it to the challenge and test it, and then I see results, and I just in my head or put it away on the shelf, or I jot it down so I have records of it. And I got pretty much records of a lot of different experiments. But hopefully you guys enjoy the channel, the from knowing nothing 7 years ago to still knowing nothing, but doing something about knowing nothing. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace out. Love you all.